Hey guys, I'm sitting outside at my parents' house and I thought I would share an update on where things are at with my recovery process with my foot. I haven't shared an update in a while. I also want to share with you some books that I've read while I'm recovering. Have a lot more time to do that. And also just like two things that, or maybe three things I purchased recently while I've been recovering that I think you guys will enjoy, hopefully. So where things are at with recovery. I got my cast taken off. I got the stitches taken out like a week ago, almost a week ago, and I thought I would be getting another cast, but I ended up, the doctor wanted me to switch to a boot. So I have a boot right now. I still can't put weight on my foot. This is why I have crutches right here, for about 3 more weeks. It's been about a week, and then I'll do 3 more weeks of non-weight bearing, which is quite a long time when I think about the expanse of time that I will not have been able to put weight on my foot. But the positive thing is that he wanted me to start working on just moving my toes and moving my ankle and starting to get that movement back. So every day I'm trying to do that twice a day. Is quite the workout because I really have to re-strengthen like my big toe is the main thing. To move it up and down is really hard, but I'm just working on that day by day. After I get the boot, well, no, I'll still have a boot on in a month, but I'll start doing physical therapy and I'll start being able to put weight on it and learning how to move my toe and all that through physical therapy. So that's where things are at. This is definitely like a longer process than I originally thought, but I just have to take it day by day. I'm still staying with my parents at their house because I have so many stairs in my apartment and it's just not conducive for not being able to put weight on my foot. So I'll look forward to when I get to go home, but I'm really thankful to my parents for letting me stay with them. And yeah, so that's where things are at. 2 books I want to share with you guys is first this book. This book is called Person of Interest and it's by J. Warner Wallace, and he is a private, let's see, what does he call himself? A cold case homicide detective. And this book is, the little underneath the title says Why Jesus Still Matters in a World That Rejects the Bible. So I had gotten this book a long time ago for Christmas, but I had started reading it a little while ago, but I finally finished it. And it's a big book, but it has big print and it has lots of cool pictures and graphics in it, which makes it a lot more of a fun book. Anyways, this book is really encouraging if you have questions about the faith, like, how do I know if Christianity for sure is the one true way? And the whole premise of this book is because he was a cold case detective, he learned how to solve crimes where there was not a body in that crime. And so he's basing that kind of method for solving crimes for how do we prove that Jesus is real when there's no body? You know, he's gone to be in heaven. So how do we figure out if Jesus was real? And what I really loved about this book was it did really help my faith, because I have questions, I have doubts sometimes. That's like just part, I think, of the Christian walk, but we never want to just stay there with those doubts. We want to pursue the answers and pursue the truth. And so this book has been a really big blessing to me. And what I really appreciated the most was the sections on how Jesus has affected different things in society. So he has a whole chapter on how did Jesus affect art, and just the process of like art throughout history. How did Jesus affect education? How did Jesus affect science? And it's actually quite mind-blowing how much since his time on earth, how those things really expanded because of Christian influence in those areas. So I learned a lot, things I didn't know. My favorite was the section on art, of course, but I just really highly recommend this book. It will increase your faith, whether you've been a Christian for a while and you just want to grow deeper, or you have questions you want answered, or whether you don't even know if Christianity is real. Highly recommend this book. The other book I read, which I don't have here because it's back at my house, is I read book 1 of this series called Sue Barton, and she's a nurse. I'll put up a picture of it right here. The reason I read this book was because my mom read this as she was a little girl, and I thought it would be fun to read this book about this girl that she's 18, and it's a story of her becoming a nurse and going through the training and all that. So again, I've only read book 1, but these are written in the 1930s. And it's just a really cute fiction story, and it's fun to have that medical standpoint of learning how they did. They don't do a lot, but they do share some about different procedures. But it's just a light-hearted, just warm. The end of the book is so cute and warm, and I like books that are written for fiction. I like books that are written in different time periods, and so I just think you'll enjoy that if you are like me and you kind of like a different era fiction. Now, I would say I've noticed, because this was written in the 1930s, there is some little bits where I'm like, that feels kind of racist a little bit, the way they talked about like an Italian woman in the book and stuff, but it's not a huge part of the book, just be aware of that. But I can't wait to read the other books in the series. I think there's like 5 of them. So yeah, that was fun. It's always nice to find clean fiction because it's hard to find that these days, I feel like. The next thing I want to share with you guys is 2 things that I've purchased. One, I'm wearing right here, and I have these in a number of colors. They're inside the house, so I'm not going to be able to grab the other colors, but I'll put the picture up here from Amazon. I got these on Amazon. The reason I got these was it's so much harder to style my hair. I just am not curling my hair or doing a lot to style it while I'm recovering. And so I got these headbands. I'd been eyeing them for a while, and they're actually not too uncomfortable. By the end of the day, I'm feeling it a little bit, but my head is super sensitive, and I have a big head, so I think most of you would be fine with these, but I think they're just really pretty, and they just add a little something. Now, I'm wearing my hair down today, but most of the time I'm just wearing it up like in a bun, and it just hides the frizziness and gives something, makes you feel like you did something with your hair. So I love how this matches my dress perfectly. But yeah, I wanted to share those. And then I have bought this dress. You can't see all of it, but I'm like obsessed. I just love the sleeves, everything about this. From thredUP. I bought 2 dresses from thredUP because dresses are the easiest for me to wear right now with having a boot on, or else if I put pants on, I have to literally take that off before I put pants on. So dresses are just easy to pull on and comfortable in the summer. So I bought 2 dresses from thredUP, and I've been searching on thredUP. So thredUP is, if you don't know, like a used clothing site. I've been searching universal threads because I had gotten a dress before that was the Target universal threads line, and I really liked it. And so that's what this is, universal threads, and it's such nice quality, even though it's a Target brand. But yeah, check out thredUP for good prices on things. I'm not really shopping at Target anymore, at least for a while, because of all their crazy stuff they did during Pride Month. I decided, I just felt convicted about buying things from them. And so and I like buying used anyways because it's cheaper, it's more affordable, but I can buy like the used Target brand, but it's like repurposing things that people got rid of. So I feel okay with that. Next thing I want to share with you guys is, okay, so you know how the big Stanley trend, I mean, I don't know if it's as huge as a trend as it was when it first started, but I wanted a big water bottle. This is not a Stanley. It's way more affordable than that. I think Stanleys are like $40. This was like $25 or something like that, and I got it from Walmart. The reason I got this was, so with crutches, it's like hard to hold a lot of things with your hands when you're trying to do crutches. This is so perfect because I have a little scooter that I ride on in the house to get things out of the kitchen. And because it has a handle, it hooks over the basket I have at the end of my scooter. I'll insert a clip of me doing it here. So I got this big water cup. It's 40 ounces and I just love it. It's the matcha color, and I love matcha tea. So I was like, I have to get the one that's called matcha. It has a straw, but you can also like use it without that part pops up and you can close where the straw goes. It's just been so nice. It keeps things cold pretty well, and you can use hot liquids in it too. And so I just thought I would share this. Like, what is it about getting a new water cup, a new like tumbler, drink bottle, whatever you call these, I guess it's a tumbler, that makes drinking juice or water or whatever just so much more fun? Well, I'm not drinking juice. It's usually flavored water or regular water that I'm putting in this. Anyways, I just had to share that. So I think that's about it that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys are having a good end of your summer. We're getting into back to school time soon. I haven't even figured out exactly when we're gonna start homeschooling. My original plan was to be starting homeschooling this coming Monday. I had in my head the second to the last week of August because I like getting a head start, and then when we take time off throughout the year, we're not ending really late. But now it's all thrown off with me injuring my foot. I have to like get the school stuff at my house, bring it over here, and I don't want to like put too much on my plate right now. So I'm not really sure when we're gonna start homeschooling. I have all the material. We're doing a Becca Christian curriculum again. That's what we've been doing every year, but yeah, it feels a little different this year. Everything kind of feels thrown off. So if you guys want me to share an update on homeschooling, I know some of you have come to my channel because of my video that I did on why I chose to homeschool as a single mom. So I don't share a lot about homeschooling, but it is a big part of my life. When school starts, that's like a huge part of how I'm spending my time, is homeschooling my kids. So anyways, that's my little update, my little life update. I want an update from you. Anything new going on in your life? Are you excited for school start? You should let me know. Alrighty guys, bye.